monster producer is a legendary creature who combines multiple skill sets to dominate their market. Are you ready to dominate?
I believe everybody needs a good coach in life. Running a business can be tough. It can beat you down. We bring the motivation. We bring the structure. We bring the strategy. How do you explain your services? How do you work a selling system? How do you follow up like a machine? How do you extract 5.7 referrals from every transaction? Our number one goal is to get you a 43% increase in your business. And I want to show you how to be a monster producer.
I must confess that I feel like a monster.
Prepare yourself for a 43% increase to your business.
I feel like a monster.
Monster Producer
Ladies and gentlemen,
begins now.
Hey there, I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach, coming to you live from the Greatness Factory today for Monster Producer Podcast. As you know, we believe a monster producer is a legendary creature that combines multiple skill sets to dominate a market. And when you think about this concept of monster, you know, here's some principles that I believe monsters have. Number one, they go to bed tired and they wake up hungry. They don't whine, they don't complain, they don't make excuses. They don't ask for permission from other people to take action. They take excessive action. They always come with batteries included. Okay? They wage war versus mediocre lives. They aspire to become people of interest that impact the world. They attack their days with an explanation of service, with a selling system, with the follow-up. And they're relentless about referrals. The word normal doesn't register with the monster. It actually infuriates them. Monsters believe like gravitate toward like. Because of this, they're always looking to reach up. They're always reaching to look up, and monsters create their own luck. They're always looking to expand. They never allow their past to hold their future hostage, and they believe they can increase probability of success through action. People that are monsters are proud to be monster producers. So every month I break down our big coaching program into 2 to 3 segments. We put this in our online academy for all of our online academy members. We put it out to the market to show you just a little bit of teaser of what you're missing if you're not a monster producer, because tonight I'm going to break these concepts down in person at the Greatness Factory for the entrepreneurs who are in the coaching program and live streaming out there. And the biggest concept I'm covering this month is this concept of game change. So I'm sitting on the break. I'm a little bit frustrated, and because during the break I think people stop, and when you stop you're in a static state. When you're in a static state you get mad because you're not making progress. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, man, when I come back to January I'm so freaking ready to just change the whole thing. I'm talking new, big opportunity. And I'm like, I'm going to do a Game Changer series. First, I was going to do it for me. I'm trying to put together 3 to 5 areas of my life and my business that I can change the whole thing, that I can game change. So the word game changer is an event, it's an idea, it's a thought process that affects a significant shift in the current manner of doing or thinking about something. It represents a significant shift. Okay? You've heard me talk about 18 years old. I go to a coaching clinic with the great Don Meyer. Don Meyer says, if you don't read another book this year, read The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I go home and I go buy the book. I'm reading The 7 Habits. I can't even understand it. I go back and I read it again. I read it again. I read it again. That book changed my whole life because I started seeing these are the habits of successful people. These are the habits that successful people take. From that, 25 years old, I'll go back and I borrow $2,500 from my mom, and I go get certified in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Changes my whole life. Prompts me to write the book, This Ain't No Practice Life. Prompts me to bring the whole person theory into coach kids. Prompts me to start inner engineering people how to win. So that was a game changer. So for you, I want you thinking, what are 3 big game-changing moments for you? When you look back over your life, what represented a single decision? It's typically a single decision. It's typically surging and spiking. It's typically a significant jump. It's typically focused excessive action in a single area. And here's the big thing, guys. It's typically structural, not effort. So what I mean by that is coming in this year and just working harder than you did last year is not going to do it. Because there were days last year I worked 18 hours a day. Saturdays, Sundays, nights, weekends. As a coach, I would keep getting to the same point, and I'd reach a ceiling. It's not structural. That's what I'm trying to tell you. To have a significant jump, typically it's not structural. It's not effort, it's structural. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down 5 areas that I think you can change the game in 2019. Area number 1, deciding your niche expertise. Okay, number one, this is big. I was always coached by Dan Sullivan in Strategic Coach that to figure out what your unique ability was, that one superior ability that you had that was typically founded very early in life, that other people rewarded, that the market loved, that you got consistent feedback from, and how to take that to the market and ask yourself this question: who would write you the largest check for that? So it's typically an accomplished area. It's a specific skill. Other people would want to know it. You are considered a specialist in this area. Okay? It feeds you energy versus drains your energy, and somebody out there would pay you the largest check for it. So the first thing you got to decide to change the game is, what is my true niche area of expertise? And this is hard, man. This was hard for me when I was doing it. Like, what can we claim to be the best in the world at? Is it engineering people to win? Is it coaching people through the whole person theory? Is it getting them a 40 to 50% increase? Is it taking complicated stuff and making it simple? Is it packaging and delivering concepts in a way that gets people to move? What is it that we can claim that we can be number one in the world at? So if you're out there thinking about game changer number 1, you got to ask yourself, what's my niche expertise? What brings me energy? Okay, versus subtracts my energy. Who would write us the largest check for that? Okay, so typically when you're looking at creating this movement, the movement has 3 components. It's got an attractive leader. That's you, by the way. So ask yourself, what are the most attractive qualities that you have? Number 2, it's a cause people can believe in. It's a bigger future that initiates interest. It's a bigger future that initiates interest. It's a cause. So, and the third piece is a new opportunity. Not an improvement opportunity, a new opportunity. This is the vehicle of change. Like, if I join you, here's what's going to happen. If I get involved with you, it's going to change my life. It's a completely new, freaking ridiculous opportunity. Okay? So 1, attractive leader, that's you. 2, a cause people can believe in. 3, new opportunity. Now, as you're thinking about this, I want you to break these things down. Okay? Because game changer number 1 is getting totally clear about you. All right, when we come back, I'm going to go to game changer number 2. We're going to keep on moving. Today we're talking game changer on Monster Producer. Come on back. I'm Coach Michael Burke. Welcome back to Monster Producer. Today we're breaking down this concept of having a game-changing year, and I'm breaking down 5 big areas. If you're in Monster Producer, which you need to be, I'm breaking these things down. I'm teaching you. I'm coaching you. This podcast just gives you a little bit of taste of what I'm covering. So I'm covering 5 big principles in game changer number 1. The number 1 game-changing area is, boom, how do we pick an area that we can dominate? Game changer number 2 is no increments. It's choosing one area to surge in. So when you look at all the areas that you could grow, expand, bounce up, get a spike, I want you to think, if I just spent more time and energy in this one focused area, it could blow up the whole thing. Could be strategic partnerships, could be spending more time and energy on something. See, what's happened is entrepreneurs were so distracted. We're so distracted by so many things. We got to pick an area, and we got to own or dominate an area. Okay? So game changer number 2, look at all your revenue drivers, and from your revenue drivers, pick an area that you think you can absolutely dominate in. Okay? Now, game changer number 3, these are things: pick an expertise, pick an area you could surge in. Game changer 3 is, how do you build out 25 to 50 to 75 true fans? Here's our philosophy in Monster Producer. You don't need 1,000 true fans like Kevin Kelly said. Kevin Kelly said, if you had 1,000 true fans, if you're a starving artist, if you just though if you just went over 1,000 people, you could earn $100,000 a year. What I'm saying is build 25 fans. And the way you build 25 fans is you slow down, be amazing one-to-one, move the needle for another person with value as they define that value. Not as you define the value, okay? As they define the value. And I don't have time to go into it today, but the new product board that we've created is a way that I think dollar for dollar, our coaching program can be better than any coaching program on the planet. I really believe that. Dollar for dollar, you get more value that you get to pick than any program in America. So, game changer number 3 is, hey, how do you build 1,000 true fans? Nope, we don't need 1,000, Kevin. We need 25. The right 25 people, bringing you 3 more people a year that you engage with at a high level, that have high referability factors, that really buy in, can help you earn $1 million a year, in my opinion. This is one of the most neglected strategies we teach in Monster Producer. Build 25 stark, raving, crazy, fanatical fans. Feed those people emotionally. Feed them monthly. Feed them weekly. Spend time with them. Get them to a better level. And watch how they reproduce more people for you. So game changer number 3 is what we call 1,000 true fans, but it's really just 25 fans. Okay? I got 2 more. Game changer number 4. How do you build a following for new people to influence? How do you build a following for new people to influence? How do we feed our funnel with strangers? Now, if you look at on the social media world, how do you get to 100,000 followers? How do you create consistent, ongoing, systematic content that keeps people coming back over and over, and they're bringing friends, right? Like that's one. I also think you can do it through events. I think you can do it through better hooks. I think you can do it through more frequency. I think a big way to do it is through strategic partnership. Okay, because if you could open up access to a group through another person, that could be one of your big areas for changing the game in 2019. Like I'm thinking of people I need to be partnering with right now. I'm thinking of people that said they want to partner with it, but I hadn't been able to partner with them. I'm thinking, man, there's all this opportunity to change the game in 2019 through events, social following, better hook. Here's what we need. We need to sell to strangers. We need new large numbers of people coming into our funnel every single week. Large numbers of people coming into our funnel. What's the number? For every 30 people you talk to, only 4.8 are going to be immediately interested. Okay? So that's the 4th game changer. And let me finish with this. The 5th game changer is the next hire that could change the game significantly for you. Okay? The next hire that could change the game significantly for you. Who is it? What's that person? Is it a personal assistant? Is it somebody to run the company? Is it a salesperson? Is it somebody to help you blow up your business? Placing you in your expert area so you can do the highest value of your time. Because as the creator, founder, owner, there is a high value of your time and there is a low value of your time. This game changer hire is a person that moves the needle for you in such a way that you could spend all of your time, all of your energy, all of your focus on one thing, driving your dominant focus. Okay? This is something we're working on in my company. How do we keep me focused in an area that will move us toward our dominant focus every single day? How do we keep me out of the weeds? How do we keep me out of the minutia? How do we keep me out of the things that pull down energy? How do we only get me involved in things that feed energy versus drain energy? And if you can do this, it's a game-changing hire. That's the 5th way I think you're going to show a significant jump in your business this year. Okay? Now, if you've been watching this, guys, I want to thank you for the people that watch the podcast. You can get this on iTunes. You can get it on Google Play. You can get it on Stitcher Radio. Get it on my YouTube channel. And also, I just want you thinking every single week that every single month I bring you this podcast. If you're not in Monster Producer, if you're in my online academy, thank you for that. We're doing Monday accountability sessions for you now at 4:30 you have access to. We're putting new content in the online academy every single week, and we're bringing you just a little bit of peace many times for those people that are not in Monster, just so you can see the kind of concepts that we're covering. So game changer, life changer. Listen, what got you here won't get you there. Marshall Goldsmith said that, and he was right. So this is the way I think you're going to show a significant spike in 2019.